Howdy cowdies. Weekly walkabout time at the collector. The last one for the year. Hot dog. And it is a tad warm this afternoon. But as you can see, we've been flat knacker. We've got heaps of cool stuff. Really nice glass beads. Those yellow ones in the middle I think are Argentinian sort of glass. Really quite cool. They're branded. I just can't remember the brand off the top of my head. And those strawberries make me hungry. This is cool, real 1980s, this sort of plastic polymer jewellery set with the parrot in the middle there with the matching earrings. We've got some cool stuff over the back. The ones on the left are Avon, but Elizabeth Taylor earrings. I think the one on the right's with the coral and that nice big cross brooch as well. We've got some more nice silver and onyx brooches and earrings. These are two lovely silver. One on the left is hand-painted silver and the one on the right's hand-painted as well. We've got the Corel Appel Christmas ornament with a nice pair of Erstwilder earrings, which are also a little bit Christmassy. And we've got some nice stuff down the bottom here. Lovely little pair of the sterling silver salt and peps. That big nurse's belt over the back's pretty amazing with like a spring-loaded sort of, like a spring adjustable system in it. Really nice silver crucifix pendant. You've got this big Eastern silver filigree silver necklace. Lovely Victorian agate sort of almost pinchback locket. Beautiful little 9-carat rose gold ring set with a large clear sapphire. We've got a little 9-carat gold dice charm. Another 9-carat gold bar brooch, again set with a nice big clear sapphire. 9-carat locket and quite a nice 15-carat gold necklace as well. This is cool, the 1970s Jorgen Jensen pewter pendant. So yeah, there's some nice stuff in the jewellery cabinet. What else have we got? Little pair of the bedsides. One of them is branded Cartel. That one isn't. We've got the Fleur SC55 mid-century armchair with the original upholstery. We've got these two lovely pair of the mid-century Beach, I think the frames are. And these are, I think, by G.H. Stark for Cintiq. Really quite nice. They've been reupholstered relatively recently, but there is a little bit of wear here and there. And then we've got their fantastic big buffet or sideboard, real 1950s with those fabric-covered doors and the nice sort of black pinstriping on the glass. All right, there's a little bit of wear on the top, but he's an absolute ripper, real 1950s. All right, what else have we got? Got some more cool clothing. We've got these nice mirrors, the retro curtains, leather jackets, nice lot of ladies' clothing. There's a cool old 70s sort of leather or suede patchwork skirt in amongst there. Good little lot of men's stuff. The Pioneer Pearl Snap Western. This is pretty cool, the Crimpoline polo shirt. There's a fantastic Mr. Australia dressing gown in there. And this brand new, still got the swing tags on it, glow weave ram overshirt or something like that. It's like velour with the pocket. It's just cool. A couple of motorbike jackets as well, or jackets with the sewn-on Indian motorcycle patches. Ladies' designer bags. CDs and stuff. Big lot of cutlery and ceramics. Interesting little lot of books. These are all as new sort of men's tie and cufflink sets. All in here in these boxes. And then we've got some power tools and some military books, including this set of, I think, 18 volumes. What else have we got? Big lot of the keyboard there with a big lot of cassette tapes and some signed music ephemera. Boxes of things, boxes of stuff. Cool sort of medieval sort of pressed foam signs and these big sort of wall mountable sort of lights. The amber glass shades are as found, but this one's pretty cool. So you got a pair of the lights and you got this big sort of wall mountable candle. Nice little Singer sewing machine again. And this little cabinet. We've got heaps of car manuals. These are all Ford and Holden car manuals. Big lot of materials, fabrics with some cool colourful nano rugs. Nice little box of vintage auto car magazines from the 1950s. How cool's that Jag? Ceramics and stuff, plus some interesting 8mm films, London. Bangkok and Singapore, 1958. This one's the mayor of Ballarat. Cairns and Surfers Paradise. Golden Hills Festival, 1960. More manuals, all English stuff. Leyland P76 Mini. Leyland Mariner, Morris Austin. Oh, Leyland Mariner, I'm pretty sure they were like voted Wheels' worst car that they ever actually tested. He's good as well. A little mini workshop manual as well. Mini Deluxe Cooper and Cooper S. There you go, little hot rods they are. We've got records, cassettes, and a nice Yamaha Pioneer. Oh no, it is Yamaha receiver there. What else have we got? Boxes of clothing, books, more manuals, Honda, Datsun, so all sort of Japanese stuff, Corona, Sigma. Alright, and I've got some nice sort of retro modernist jewellery, some coins, medallions. There's a nice Haffis men's watch in there, some more coins and medallions, some silver, New Zealand power shell inlaid items, and a nice old lady's watch. Some pretty cool glitzy jewellery. There you go, that little necktie necklace and pendant's really nice with the matching earrings, and I kind of like the Kingfisher. And then we've got some ladies and men's watches, more jewellery, more nice bead necklaces. The yellow and white ones are kind of nice. Sort of modernist stuff, Mimco and Oraton. Good little cigarette lighter in here, plus a nice fob watch and some sort of World War II pins. You've got Churchill, Monty, Stalin. There's a nice little radio club enamelled badge in here as well. Hoyts or something. Fox Hoyts Club. Fox Hoyts Radio Club. Some little pipe cigarette lighters or pipe lighters. Some nice ladies' perfumes. 5-strand freshwater pearl necklace. LPs and singles. Nice pair of the heavy cast iron bench ends. And we've got some works on paper by June Kidman. Nice little Victorian cedar and pine chest. Big lot of Meccano, heaps of it. Nice big group, sort of vintage and modern, plus the Buds Builder propeller on the point of sale card. Good Nakamichi, I think it is, cassette deck there with some other, the candlestick and this nice wrought iron fire tool set. Plus you get some other bits and bobs as well. There you go. Nice big Rosenthal dinner set there with some other sort of tools, power cords and other German china. Heaps more manuals and sort of motoring ephemera parts lists. Cowley Van Workshop Manual, the Albion Workshop Manual. Parts lists in here for light forward control, Hillman, Husky. There you go. Posters and this 18-hole golf game. There's some cool old 80s car posters in here like Ferrari Dinos and stuff. More books, toys and bears and things. These are more manuals in here. What do we got? This is all European stuff, so Volkswagens, Fiats, Mercedes, Renault. This is a cool little group lot with the big educational amp meter, the nice big reflective kangaroo sign, some tools and a couple of religious pictures. This is a good box as well. Set of old cricket stumps, which are really nice. Got the original plastic bales, big conch shell, toys, Mr. Potato Head, Thunderbirds, Chinese checkers. What else have we got? The Fab India, some of it's as new. Nice sort of bedspreads and cushions and stuff. All the Australian bears. Nice little pair of the Cupid Awake and Cupid Asleep prints. Someone's painted those plywood frames though. You can strip that off. Nice little Art Deco mirror there with another little Art Deco oval one. He's nice though with the tall ship and the two sort of French style chairs. All right, you got this nice little arts and crafts table with the beaten brass top with a little American EP tea service. Big John Constable print and a lovely big ornate gilt frame. Nice Victorian oil lamp. Nice old Crosley Bakelite radio. I did notice there is a little bit of damage on the grill. And this is nice, a heavy sort of brass sort of feather lamp with that nice sort of metal shade. Getting a little bit Hollywood chic or whatever that stuff is these days. What else? We've got a repop gramophone with another nice little radio. There you go. Nice big group lot with the Woods. Little old lady tea set there, oil lamps and the nice 1970s stainless steel. Some records. You got Captain Matchbox. There's a couple of Captain Matchbox records with a couple of Neil Young records. Nice little group, like a couple of good bits of Japanese porcelain from Daimaru, some Cloisonne, some French Limoges, and some other ruby glass. More records, Billy Idol, Tom Morton, The Revengers comedy, and there's another one in there as well. I just can't remember who it is. Lucinda Williams, and then these two, the Toot Toot Toots, which is Red Vinyl, and Marilyn Rose and the Thorns, which are a Melbourne band, Antarctica. Pretty cool album. They do some good stuff. Military sort of aircraft, World War I and World War II stuff. This Bartholomew booklet's pretty cool. It actually folds out to a big poster. Motorbike manuals, headlamps and stirrup pumps. Ephemera. This is more sort of various Chrysler Sigma service manual, LG Grader, Mackay Silent Truba products, so some parts lists and stuff. Footy gear with the old Fitzroy and Sydney or South Melbourne Swans. Banners, you've got some old So-On one-eyed supporter patches, fixtures and other stuff. I saw Cuckoo Clock. Old Ephemera, some World War II sort of headline newspaper. It's over in Europe. All right, there's other nice stuff in amongst there. These are good. Not sure who the artist is, but there's a signature here. Dr. Miroslav Tiers and Jindrik Fugner. These guys founded, I think, the Sokol movement, I think, in Czechoslovakia, which was like gymnastics. Basically, healthy mind, healthy body. Good things. Good things. We've got some other nice bits. Nola Shorth, Etching and Aquatint, Adam and Eve. Nice little Mark Phillips oil, little traditional landscape. We've got a nice Johnny Taylor big abstract oil on canvas. He's a ripper. This little Australian school piece, little modernist thing signed off to the right. Looks like sort of one of the Raw group or something like that. And then there's this thing. This thing's a ripper. So C.E. Hearn, Charles Hearn, 1885. He was an English artist that came out here. It is called On the River, Barlow Point, Lake Macquarie. I have found he exhibited at, I think, the South Australian Art Society. There was a painting exhibited in 1883 called Barlow Point, Lake Macquarie, but this is painted in 1885. So in the 1887 exhibition, they had a painting called On the River, all right, which I'm quite sure is this one. So it would have been exhibited in 1870 or 1887. It's a lovely thing. There's a little bit of foxing you can see coming through, a little Aboriginal, a little hunter there with his spear, and looks like his family on the shore. It's just a ripper of a bit. There's a nice old label on the back as well, which tells us the title and everything. Don't just make it up. But yeah, On the River, and then in brackets, Barlow's Point, Lake Macquarie. So that's why I'm 99% sure that it's the one exhibited in 1887 rather than in 1883, which was actually before it was painted. But yeah. Nice collection of EP&S. These are nice, these sort of little shells, sort of little salt pots. Australiana, you got some good sort of Charles Wilton, Bendigo Remude, a little bit of Newtone or something like that, and it's nice Rober teapot with the infuser. Works on paper by various artists, I think Richard Morrison, Anne Thompson. Little group light here is pretty cool with the fan, kind of like the fish comb. What else have we got? Some prints, Norman Lindsay print with a nice little supplement. So this is Australia. Really cool with a little bubba coming out of the egg. Reproduction tin sign. There's some great old electronics in here, including this, I think, late 1980s telecom walkabout handheld mobile phone in its box. It is as found. It's just a cool thing. There's some good old calculators and stuff like this in here as well. All sorts of gear. Another nice collection of mixed jewellery and stuff. Interesting Quality Control Division, Commonwealth Aircraft Corporation. I think it's all about the engine out of the Black Hawk helicopter. So it's all the specifications and stuff for that. You got the Clash LP Combat Rock, which is in the sun, which isn't great. But it's got the original poster in there as well. Some comic books, some more jewellery, a little collection of Pendelphin figures. Australian Pink Floyd The Wall, 2 Doors albums, nice little collection of She-Hulk comic books, number 2, 3 and 4, I think. All right. And we've got some nice old engravings, all sort of horse themed and stuff like that. And they've all got these little bits on them from when they were bought from a gallery or a shop. Billy Bragg and a cult poster. What else have we got? Some more nice Ernest Abbott etching of Anne Hathaway's cottage. These are quite nice. The 3 lacquerware panels with the mother of pearl inlay. Designer ladies' bags and glasses. Quality English. Wedgwood. Royal Albert. Nice little lot of Oz pottery. 2 more Ernest Abbott etchings. Some interesting old sort of land sales maps and stuff like that. Survey maps. Some comic books and other sort of books. Superman, Batman, including Superman 4, the novel, which was the end of it all. But yeah, one of the reasons is Golden Globus. All right. Some cool slides in here, educational set. Rainforest Australia, Glacial Trough, Peru, the Sphinx in Egypt. We've put them with some nice old pre-decimal stamps and some training cash. Records, little mixed group lot, including this fantastic owl door knocker. Reckon he is great. And I know him from somewhere. Going to do a Google image search on him in a minute. Coneheads #1. These are good. The aviation engine plaques. So you've got one off the top there from a Wright Turbo Cyclone, which might have been out of the B-29. And this little enamelled Pratt & Whitney one's a ripper as well. Some cool sort of Las Vegas gear, decks of cards. You've got novelty chip, which are magnets for the fridge. Well, that's an actual chip. Tom Jones playing at Caesar's Palace, and this pretty cool little matchbox there with the sort of lenticular nudie girl. Old Fanta yo-yo made in Australia with a cool old combat card game. Then we've got these pair of the transceivers in their boxes. Great little pink retro 4-speaker Sanyo portable cassette deck. And then we've got these 2 bits of bright yellow Sharp, which is a ripper with the sort of speakers coming out the side. And these great pair of the boxed AM/FM radio headphones. But this actually works, but the cassette deck, I think, is a bit cactus. But the radio does work. Just a great thing. And they're just rippers. Right, what else? Green stuff, including a Silvac jug. You got the nice cereal jar. You got door handles and depression glass and all sorts of stuff. Nice lot of English mailingware, Carltonware, Paragon Pool. I like that little Art Nouveau cup and saucer. Some advertising swap cards. White Motor Company, Cuddy Sark, Scotch Whisky, Jack Lessie, Turf Accountants. Be Twice the Man, Lights and Sportswear. They're just rippers. There's like 3 pages of them, so there's like 12 or 13 in the lot. More Royal Albert. This is all good quality perfume and a couple of bits of Tiffany style jewellery. But it's all good. Eau de Gaga. There you go. It's just all good quality stuff, and the majority, and it all has its contents. I think Portuguese Majolica set. You got the nice Tunstall vase with a couple of Royal Albert trios. These are nice. The German sort of Parian porcelain figural lamp bases. I think this is Royal Albert TV cups again. You've got a nice collection of Italian glass. Fantastic old Wachter's back German ceramic and metal lunchbox. Great little German mid-century clock. Nice collection of sort of natural stone jewellery with lapis, turquoise, corals and stuff like that. And we've got some nice Shelley TV or tennis cups and saucers. Lovely little sketchbook here, which is signed to the inside William somebody, but it's been scribbled out. But they're lovely little drawings of Australian landscapes. This is an interesting little lot of booklets and writings by I think it's William Kennedy Muir, who was a reverend, came out to Australia but didn't live for, he only lived to be about 25 years old or something like that. I think they're written in 1880s or 1850s, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. It'll be in the description in the cat. Beatrix Potter. The nice big Victorian hand-painted. You got this wooden figure, which is very much like the Ellis figures, but just carved wood. A couple of nice bits of art glass. Lovely little flash-cut fairy light. A couple of nice bits of West German. Fantastic little lustre, Japanese ashtray and cigarette holder. Fantastic German porcelain tobacco jar with the lid, no damage. Really nice big bit of Gunda, Australian pottery. And right down the bottom, the last lot of the night, is this nice big Mercamora charger. As you can see, it's in a couple of bits. But it's a nice big bit by Heritage, signed Merca on the back. I'll show you the back of it. There you go. It's just a ripper of a bit. It's just a shame that it's in two pieces. But I think that's worth sort of putting back together again with all the King's horses and all the King's men. But anyway, guys, that'll do. Hopefully you saw something you liked. Be good, stay safe, have a great Christmas and a happy new year, and we will see you in the new one. Be good.